Our webinar today or this evening, we focus on online reputation management. Now, building strategic and consistent online profiles is more important than ever in this day and age, and it's never too late to start. Now, if you have the right tools, you can put to work immediately. We're going to be sharing how digital platforms can be utilized to share your brand with consistent messaging, manage consumer reviews, and engage your audience and to promote your business. Now, our presenter today is Mandy Pravda. Mandy is the owner of Main Productions, where she leads and creates many projects on an international scale for Saskatchewan. Mandy's expertise falls within all things such as public relations, promotions, growth marketing online, and business development. Now, travel trends, geographical data collections, and traveler user experience are all areas that Mandy excels in. In 2016, Mandy launched an online reputation management, which is called Main aspect of her company, which assists entrepreneurs and business build, manage, and promote their online profiles, SEO, and further reach consumers online. Building strategic partnerships and creating an online profile is very important, and that is what Mandy will be talking about. Now, one other thing that we want to congratulate Mandy on is that she has just been recently nominated. She is a YWCA nominee for the Woman of Distinction Award. Congratulations, Mandy, and we wish you all the best in this. Now I'll turn over the rest of this evening's presentation to Mandy. Mandy, over to you.
Thank you so much, Tamika. It's my pleasure to be here with everybody today. And yeah, thank you very much for the congratulations. I'm truly honored to represent women in Saskatchewan. Yeah, I'm a little overwhelmed. So with that, yeah, I'm Mandy Pravda of Main Productions. Again, I specialize in SEO, online reputation, social media management, website building, and more. Really focused in the tourism destination, and have worked with many clients across Canada, primarily in Saskatchewan, including Waskesiu Lake. I'm marketing director for the region, different hotels, different sites, accommodations, as well as our different tourism operators. So I'm very excited to be here to present this wonderful presentation to you and to teach you a bit about online and reputation management. And please, I love questions. Normally with this presentation, it's quite interactive. So webinar is a little different with you get to hear me talk, and then I hope to hear from you at the end of the presentation. I'm just going to share my screen with everyone, and let's roll into it. Okay, so let's talk about online reputation management. So what is online reputation management? This is how people see and perceive you online through they see through communication, through popularity, your relations with them, the identity and brands that you have, the customers that you engage with, the loyalty of your customers, the standards of your practice, and online visibility, as well as the trust that your consumers have with you. Overall, this leads to your reputation, and this includes 5-star reviews on Google. This would include regular posting online, an up-to-date website that really explains your brand and who you are and entices people to come to either visit you or purchase your products or stay with you as an accommodation. So why is this important? So the impact of online reputation management in business, it helps you increase sales. It builds credibility and trust. It is your online insights, and it reveals your best side, and it's recruitment of staff. So not only are we reaching out to our customers and consumers, this is also staff that get very excited of, oh, did you hear about that great company? I'd love to go and work for them. I hear they have such a great culture within their building, or online if you happen to be an online marketing company like myself. But all of this is built online by what consumers are saying about you. 2 out of 3 people are more likely to buy, visit, or experience your business from positive comments online, whether it's your Google reviews or the comments throughout Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, etc. This is also TripAdvisor, Skip the Dishes, Yelp, etc. And half are less likely to buy if the comments are negative. So we're going to try today to show you the importance of getting a negative review and negative comments, and also having a very negative, or sorry, positive, positive reviews and positive comments. So a business should know where all of this is coming from and how do you handle it. Everybody these days has an opinion, I'm sure that you've seen online, from when people post to marketplace to when people post contests and specials. Everybody has something to say, including their dog. And today they're sharing them everywhere. So where are they sharing? People are talking about you, and it does matter what you think. There's over 50 million unique visitors or users, pardon me, on TripAdvisor, 33 million on Yelp, 58 million tweets sent a day. I actually think that stat is higher now. 925K new Google business and Google Plus users every day. Facebook, Instagram, Facebook Messenger, WhatsApp, Twitter, all of these, TikTok, everyone is everywhere, and they're sharing information. They're sharing them on Google, and TripAdvisor and Yelp are primarily what I would focus on as a business owner or a tourism operator, as well as anything else that you can think of when it comes to Yelp, the Yellow Pages, 411 Sask, Tourism Saskatchewan. Maybe you're in Saskatoon and you think of Discover Saskatoon, or in Regina or another municipality. There's many places that you can be featured online. The fact is, consumers control the conversation. But what I'm here to do today is to help empower you to take back that conversation. Users trust the user-generated content more than traditional media. They also interact with it more, and you have more of a, when you see a billboard, they have to take the time to look you up. You really need to catch their attention, where online it's right at their fingertips. And I would like to add in, I have a policy kind of that I go by of the three click sale. So from the minute that they see you, you want to try to, within 3 clicks of them, they should be able to get where they could book, they can inquire, or they can contact you directly. So your reputation equals what you say about yourself, which is your digital footprint, plus what others say about you, and that's your digital shadow. So how do you develop a winning reputation that's both positive and visible? We're going to find out. So the most important things to focus on, monitoring and building your business and your online presence, is reviews, surveys, business listings, social media, operational insight, as well as reporting, your internal reporting. So with reviews, you not only want to monitor them, you want to request them, you want to respond to them, and you also want to share them. Reviews are interesting content, and people, again, you don't need to wait for them to go to Google or to Facebook or TripAdvisor to see the reviews that people are leaving about you. You can screenshot them, you can share them, you can add them to your website and use them to help build your brand and your story. With surveys, those are a gold mine. Email marketing is a wonderful tool to be able to use. So when people visit you or are visiting you, purchasing from you, getting their email and sending out a survey when they're when they've completed their visit, not only shows them that you care, that you're thanking them. It is also a really good opportunity to have a mini survey, get that feedback. If you do have a disgruntled customer, this is a really great time for them to express that and not to go on the public platforms to tell people. A lot of the times they just want to feel heard. And this is also a great time to add in your Google review link and ask for a Google review. Google reviews are very powerful in building your search engine optimization, which is your SEO. Also making sure that you go through all of your business listings online, from 411, Tourism Saskatchewan, your own website, making sure to audit them and looking over them to ensure that all of your information is not only correct, but consistent. And we'll get into that a little bit further down. Social media is so powerful these days. Making sure to monitor, making sure to publish, be frequent. It does take a lot of time to run social media. Maybe there's somebody in-house in your business that can help with that, and it doesn't fall on you as the owner. But really, at least a post a week. Good rule of thumb, I would post every day if we could. Again, that does take quite a bit of time, especially if you're doing it really well and you're making reels, etc. But a post a week just to show that you're relevant. There's nothing worse than a customer finding you on Google, going to review your different platforms to learn a bit more about you, and coming to your Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and seeing that you haven't posted anything in 6 months. It looks very stagnant, and it does discourage people from going further. Your operational insights definitely diagnose and improve what's happening within your operations. So, even though it may be a negative review, there may be some truth behind it, and really taking those into account and working with your staff with better staff training, make it better. How can we make it better? And always improving, as well as looking at your reporting from the CEO all the way down and setting benchmarks for yourself. Maybe you want to start with building a new website. Let's start there. That's a great benchmark. From there, maybe you want to build out your Facebook, your Instagram, your Twitter. More importantly, I would say, depending on the tourism operator that you are, looking into the Yelp, the TripAdvisors, Expedia, etc. Those are great platforms and definitely are the highest ranking on Google with their SEO. And creating, a 1-2 year plan. This building your online reputation does not happen overnight. It's definitely a plan that needs to be put in place and then set into action. Oh, there we go. Did I skip one? No. There. So utilizing the online network around you. So as you can see, you are in the middle of a beautiful web. Now I'll focus more on what tools you have, which would be making videos, short and long, auto-generated content. So there's definitely platforms out there that will go through your website and all your socials and generate content for you. Using your social media and posting frequently, getting yourself into the news. What's a really great feature about you? What's something that, you can go to CBC with, or CTV, or maybe your local paper. Using and any of those sharing online, and media these days are online as well, not just print, television, radio. Making sure that your profile pages are up to date and relevant, starting blogs or having influencers come to you to create blogs and be featured on their blogs, as well as photos. Photos and videos these days go very far. Videos are definitely the way to go if you have some time to take, even with an iPhone, for social media. Definitely don't recommend taking short videos for your website. They can be quite grainy and pixelated. Same with photos. Getting that professional photographer or videographer there for such things as your website is really important. But for social media, people want to see behind the scenes all the time, and you can create some really great content, especially through apps such as TikTok. So again, stemming out, press releases, forums, competitor websites, making sure to monitor those, your social media review sites and blog posts. Those are the most important places for you to outreach to build the web of your online presence. So I want you to focus on your listings and the visibility that you have, the reviews and the mentions that you have. I want you to go to your competition and frequently and see what they're doing. Be competitive online as well as then your social media marketing. So first off, let's go into visibility. Visibility is Google, as well as Bing, Yahoo search engines. And a search engine basically uses your website as well as your other platforms and anywhere that you can be found online. And it's called search engine optimization, which then they go through and they look and they place you and rank you on your Google, Bing, Yahoo listing. So those you see that come up when you search and come up first, they're there because their website has the keywords that you searched. They get high traffic. They have other websites linked around them. and they have relevant information. This is where you want to be. So just to go a little further into search engine optimization and what it is, you want to be listed on the first page of Google. Nobody goes to the second page. Google has now built their audience that is a trusted platform, that when I Google something, let's say things to do in Saskatchewan, I trust that on the first page, the most popular, largest experiences will be on the top page. So why would I go to the second when I can pick from one of those? So it's very rare that people actually go past that first page, and it's good to be aware of that. So what determines this is the accuracy of your contact information and the keywords across all of your platforms, specifically and primarily your website, most importantly, but definitely Google very quickly with the behind the scenes looks at your website. And if you're, and I'll show you a few more examples coming up here, when your address isn't correct or the keywords are not consistent throughout your website, social media platforms, and business listings, it definitely docks you points for that comparatively to a competitor that might have all of that put into place. It looks at how many visitors you get to your website. So those websites such as Expedia, who see millions of people and traffic in one day comparatively to a website that gets 5, Google will definitely rank that Expedia or your competitor website, if they get a higher traffic than you, higher on that Google. By frequent website traffic, it tells Google that you have something important and relevant to say, and they want to help you share that, as well as how many other website and platforms you have on your website. Build the web. So having links to different blogs, different articles, different influencers, different platforms such as Tourism Saskatchewan, different partners, suppliers, etc., show Google that you are also a resource. So when people are there Googling their search engine keywords, Google will show them websites that they know will help them find what they're looking for. So how do you ensure they can find you? Well, you want to be in the top 3. That's the goal. And again, this is the accuracy of your data, the review star average, so your Google reviews, how many reviews you get, and are they recent? And as well, have you been responding? Are you engaging with those comments or those reviews? This will all factor into where you rank on that Google platform, or Bing or Yahoo. So very important, and we see it, and I see it time and time again, is people listing their addresses differently. You'll see here that even saying road, RD, comparatively to ROAD, that will dock you. Not having your business hours consistent across your different platforms, maybe having different contact phone numbers. It is very important. And I always say, create yourself a file that has all of your home base information of this is what I use for all of my external listings. This is what I use as a billing address. This is what I use internally for other legalities. Because I definitely have clients that have PO boxes, or they're a tourism operator that doesn't live there, but runs their business out of their home or their books. So just making sure to really lay those out for yourself so that you can always just cut and paste and you're not guessing. And those words aren't changing from Sask as SASK to SK. Any of those small details actually really do make a difference. As you can see here, really getting your address completely wrong is also not something that you'd like to do. So this particular family restaurant, when we Google, comes up with 4 different complete addresses. This will definitely confuse people, no less, especially those of you who do have a brick and mortar establishment, that they're trying to find you. They are not going to find you. So there's 2 different ways on Google. And I'm not sure if you're familiar, so we're just going to take a quick peek at this. This is the Google Ads AdWords. So this is paid, and you'll see right at the top, I have outlined in red the paid search results. So you'll see right at the top there, normally there's a type of ad placed next to this. Those are paid advertisements to be at the top. This also, though, does not organically improve their Google ranking. They are definitely paid to be there. Below that would be the organic search results. And those are those who have done the work with their search engine optimization by using those keywords, by getting the website traffic, by having good and many reviews, and making sure all of their information is consistent. Please make sure that you're listed where you need to be, relevant to what you're offering, what your competitors are doing, and what your industry is. And also then making sure that they're accurate. It drives customers crazy when it's not, and it also makes Google unhappy. And we want Google to be happy. So now let's go into reviews and mentions. So SEO aligns with Google reviews. These are so important for your business. And they're, it's easy to get a negative review, and you really, I find 9 times out of 10, you need to ask for a positive review. People that leave your business that feel unheard, dissatisfactory, etc. Those are the ones that are the first to go on and give a Google review. When somebody is feeling really great, they may tell you, they may tell your staff, but we want to ask them and prompt them to go online and share that news with people. And then from there, you want to share what they said throughout your network online. So let's change your 1-star to 5-star. How to get more positive reviews? Well, web marketing. So there's pay per click. So this is anything from Google AdWords to Facebook and Instagram campaigns, many ways online, going through post media or maybe Chorus, etc. through your traditional media. They have a lot of beautiful marketing packages. And you asking people for reviews, asking people to visit your website, directing traffic, having those call to actions, using your social networks, referral marketing, asking your customers to refer a friend, be entered to win. Contesting is great. Really, your SEO, as I talked about, the email marketing, very important. Again, every customer that comes, it's so important to build that database. Also, when you go to sell your company, if you do in the future, email marketing is actually worth a lot of money. If you have over 100,000 email lists that people can send out one email and contact them, which doesn't cost any extra money to your business. And we find great return in email marketing, especially if you're not sending out one every week. Nice quarterly emails to remind your customers that you're there, go very far and work wonders. Affiliate marketing, so cross promotion, influencers, etc. Mobile advertising, again, getting on those platforms, and microblogging. You can tell a story online without writing a whole story, a 3-paragraph story. You can go into your Google business and share what's happening in your day-to-day world. Staying relevant is really the most important thing that you can do for your business online. So some tips for you. So like I said, negative reviews are easy to get. People want to feel heard. Positive reviews you need to ask for 9 times out of 10. I make a habit of making sure that on my website or on my clients' websites, they have the sign up for our email list, as well as leave us a review right on the contact page. And I'll show you later in this slide how you can find that link to direct them right to your review page, making it very easy for them to do that. Also, then again, sending out those email lists, following with the email link or with the Google review link, as well as posting about it online on Facebook, on your Google business. We had Happy Camper taking photos of your customers that come in through your business and with their permission, posting them online, thanking them and asking to leave a review. Have you visited our establishment? Please, if you have, leave us a review. We would love to hear from you. So the best practice is not only asking visitors or customers how their experience is in person as they're leaving, it's also sending out that email survey that I spoke about. They want to feel heard, and this will keep them from publicly leaving a review where you may or may not have control of the conversation. If you're a restaurant, I know in Saskatchewan particularly, there is a Rate Your Restaurant Good or Bad Facebook group. And people, I got bad delivery, this is why. But those establishments might not ever see that post. And then 200 comments go on there. Well, that they have that establishment has no say, they have no control of the conversation, and that they may never know about, and that could seriously harm their business. So making sure to really get to your customer before they feel the need to go on line and make those different posts, because they might, again, not be on your Facebook page, they might not be on your Google, is very important. And that email survey and getting them while they're having that experience is the best way to do that. Email marketing is very, very powerful. Every customer that you see should be asked to leave a review with a direct link to your Google review listing, especially if you do get quite a few negative reviews. With Google reviews, you are not able to delete them. Only the person who left the review can take them down. And I'll come back into that, I think. First, let's show you, actually, no, let's get into that. So only the person who leaves the review can take them down. It's really important to, when you have a negative review, to reach out to them and try to take the conversation offline before it does turn into a 200 comment thread. But there is an opportunity, you know, if for some reason you're at the end, you're at the other end, the end that you don't want to be on, of people coming to your Google page and leaving reviews that are not relevant or not you, or maybe they've mistaked that, you are able to report that review to Google to ask them to review it and take it down. You know, it's not very often that it does, but there is a lot of times that it was a bot page, or, you know, it really wasn't relevant to your business, that we can take them down. But other than that, the way to really, once you get a negative review, to overcome that review is to get more positive reviews. Because if you have, let's say, 5 positive reviews comparatively to 1 negative, really those 5 positive will outweigh them as well. Then normally they are posted in order of date. So, you know, that older negative review, you can then get your positive reviews on it. So at least the positive reviews are the first thing that your visitor sees. So to find your customer, or sorry, your review link, you would go to your Google profile. And if you haven't started a Google business and claimed your business listing online, I really suggest that you do that. I'm not sure if you've seen, but even just last week, or maybe it was 2 weeks ago, there was a school, I'm not sure if it was high school or elementary, where the students decided, it was April Fool's. A student happened to notice that the school hadn't claimed their business listing online, and Google makes listing for every address, because as soon as people start Googling, Google will naturally start to compile information about that business. And one of the students decided to claim the business, and they changed the business name or description. I'm not 100% sure. I didn't dive too deep into that wormhole, but it definitely caused some problems. So you want to be, again, in control of your brand in the conversation online. So going to Google Business and starting a Google account, if you haven't already, definitely feel free to reach out to me following this, and I can get you on the right track. Once you've claimed your Google listing, you can then go and edit your profile, add some photos, you know, get your algorithm also set up with your website. So much to do in the back end. Doesn't take all that long, and it's still really important. So once you get that set up, you'll see my big pink arrow here is pointing to the Get Reviews button. You click that and it auto-populates for you your own personal URL that you can copy and paste anywhere throughout your platforms, that will take them directly to the Google review to leave you a 5-star review. So let's get into some of those reviews. So terrible customer service, I'm not impressed. Sorry to hear that. Is there anything we can do to help? Great response. The only thing I would add to that is, would you please DM us? And that is direct message, which also is known as private messaging. Again, you want to take the negative conversation off public platforms, and you want to talk to them directly behind the scenes as soon as possible. Many times that it can happen where, you know, this leads into 10 comments, 50 comments, 200 comments, other people get involved. There's a lot of keyboard warriors out there that maybe have never visited your business before, but will definitely start to have an opinion, and we don't want that to happen. Be proactive, not reactive. Be proactive, not reactive. Making sure to respond across all of your review sites. Again, you know, at this point, I'd like to say, I know it sounds overwhelming and that there's a lot of work to do out there, and there is a lot of work to do, but really remembering to start small. Start with your website and consistency. Start with a Facebook page or pick maybe one platform, depending on your demographic, whether that be Instagram, etc. Look at TripAdvisor, and maybe you're not having bookings on there, but you're definitely listed within it. And then as well, your Google business. Starting small is still starting. So the other thing that is really helpful in saving time is creating response templates, especially if you have a staff member managing your online reputation for you. Having those response templates is already pre-approved of the possibilities to come. It makes it simple, easy. There's nothing worse either than not answering for a month, not answering for a week. You want to be able to answer these reviews and your comments wherever they may come from within a 24-hour period, especially if it's somebody negative and disgruntled. Again, those conversations can light on fire within the hour, and you really want to be within that conversation. So their voice does matter, whether it's negative or positive. This particular person was engaged. They ordered a product. It didn't come. Their wedding was coming up. They've reached out to them now via email. They still have not gotten a response, and now they are going online. I know plenty of times I've seen conversations online where I can't get a hold of WestJet. What can I do? And people will go to Twitter. Whenever you tweet it out, businesses answer right away. Well, hopefully if that happens in your case, that you are on Twitter on a regular basis to catch those. If not, maybe not having Twitter, so that people, and limiting the areas that they can have those conversations and tag you directly. This one is a great review. Last night we had the best night ever. Their server, Jessica, was adorable and full of personality. She was attentive, entertaining, and knowledgeable. She's a huge asset to your restaurant and deserves much kudos. Well, not only is this a great review for you, this is also a really good time to pass that accolade on to your server and pass that reassurance, I guess, that she's doing a great job. And this really helps within the workplace culture as well. So this is more of a mixed review of loved everything. They really left a review knowing that other people will read it, of describing the room itself. It's big, it's spacious, a rainfall shower. They were traveling for 2 weeks. They did miss the breakfast, so they couldn't comment on that. The pool area was very nice, really comfortable, but the water was too cold for them. They definitely felt the need to talk to the front desk about that. That was apparently supposed to be a heated pool, and maybe that day it just wasn't set to the temperature it needed to be at. This again is one of those times where I would respond saying, thank you so much for the review. We're really glad you enjoyed it, and not even going into detail on the particulars that they said, but still just saying a nice thank you and leaving it as is. But then also going to the staff and saying, hey, so did somebody forget to turn the pool up? And again, using that feedback, not even in a negative way. This is a way to better improve your day-to-day business. So I've created some examples of prepared reviews. So to start, the response to a negative review. So a great response is, we are truly concerned to hear about this, and we want to take a look. Would you be so kind, again, to direct message us if they say no in whatever words they use? Again, being persistent, we would really like to assist. Please direct message us. If they don't, that's their choice, but at least it shows others that sees this review that you've made the attempt to rectify the situation. Response to, a response to a positive review. Thank you so much for such a great review. We work really hard to offer the best service possible in the best possible environment. So I'm happy to see that this reflected on your last visit, and for you to share with us. We have made sure that the mentioned employee seen this review and got the recognition she deserves. She was really happy to see your review. We look forward to seeing you again. A great response to a review that has those, again, kind of both negative and positive, points, maybe a bit more positive, would be, thank you so much for the review on your experience. We appreciate your business and feedback. We strive to always improve each experience our guests have with us, and we look forward to seeing you again. Again, there's no need to get defensive. And that is, I see a lot of times online, more often than not, that somebody gets a negative review and they feel the need to defend themselves. And you really don't need to. They need to feel acknowledged. They, outside of that conversation between you and them, the public that do see those reviews, they want to see that you as a business acknowledged. We all make mistakes, things happen. You may have new staff in and things didn't go as planned, but acknowledging that you were trying to improve and that you were there to make it better really is the key in leaving a great response to a negative review. So again, a response that's both negative and positive, but mostly negative. Thank you so much for the review and taking time to give us your feedback. We strive to improve our guest experience every visit. And with this feedback, we can work to ensure our business is providing the guest experience we pride our business on. If you have any further feedback to provide, we would love for you to direct message us and discuss. So again, you're giving them the opportunity to come and talk to you directly, and that you're showing that you're very open to receiving those complaints or hearing what they have to say. Again, most of the time, a negative review comes from a customer who does not feel like they got the service they either paid for or was promised or sold for an experience-wise, etc., and they want to feel heard. So just to recap, the 3 steps to review success is 1, to engage with the reviewer. Think of the reviews as management tools, so making sure to share those positive ones, and the bad ones, really looking at your staff training, your policy issues, and how you can improve. And as well, harvest user-generated content. So making sure to share those review links, sharing out your Facebook page, making sure that any of those socials that you do have from TripAdvisor, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, TikTok are listed on your website, are easy to find, and you've created a beautiful web for your customers to get to know you more online. Monitoring the competition, very important. I know that when writing a business plan, and I do business planning writing for many people in many different sectors, one of the biggest sections within that, aside from operations, is looking at your competitors and looking at what services they offer, what price points they're at, where's their location, and really making sure that you're competitively in line with them is the same thing that you can do online. So making sure that you're posting to more social, post more social updates than they do, or at least relevant. So if they're posting every day and you're only posting once every 6 months, customers will notice. Aim for better reviews. So you want those higher reviews and more. And I know my clients who have taken that review link and have put it within every thank you email. They have it right on their website. They make at least a post a month saying, hi, have you visited us? Please, if you haven't already, give us a review. Have well over 100 reviews, and they're high ranked on Google just from paying mind to their reviews. It's so important. Compare placement and searches for different keywords and develop content around your weaker ranking terms. So for example, if you are what's a great let's say Waskesiu Lake. They are one of my clients, so I'll use them as an example. Out there, they have a great mini golf with the Waskesiu Recreation Association. So maybe I'm going to Google mini golf in Saskatchewan. Who comes up? And then I'm going to look at those top 5 people of who does come up under mini golf and look and see what they're doing. What does their website look like? Is it mobile friendly? How many keywords with mini golf do they say throughout it? We don't want too many, but we definitely want it mentioned more than once. I'm going to look at their socials. I'm going to look at their contact information, and I'm going to see why they would rank higher than we do. Do your homework, see what your competitors are doing. Also watch for their offers and jump in at the right time. So if they're running sign up to our newsletter and get a free night stay, or come out and golf with a family of 4 and get your next visit on us for free, that's not the time that you want to launch a special or a giveaway or an experience package. You want to wait for a time that you can have full you can own the market. Yes, that you can definitely get everybody's full attention is what I was thinking. And look at what offers that they're sharing with their customers. Again, be competitive. This is so important. Social media marketing. So it's one thing to monitor your online reputation. You also have to build it. So the successful social marketing is about three things. It's about building fans. It's about generating leads and sales and your customer service. So there's three ways to build fans. Post interesting and relevant content. So interesting, like nobody goes to the TV to watch the commercials unless it's the Super Bowl. So we want to have interesting content. Your brand is your story. It is the show they're coming to watch. So some examples of interesting content. Last year in 2022, I ran for Waskesiu, again, I'm marketing director for Waskesiu Lake. And we ran 7 video series of why we love Waskesiu. So we love Waskesiu because of all the amazing adventure, which was a beautiful video showcasing the adventure to do there. We love Waskesiu because we are surrounded by wonders of nature, etc. And then we ran this over the course of the summer to showcase what Waskesiu has to offer. So we weren't just doing single posts featuring businesses, which is also actually great. And I'm about to run that campaign this year. But we made it a little bit more interesting with telling a story through video and really showcasing each of those highlights. So it doesn't need to be extremely complicated, but it's definitely effective when you do things showcasing what you have to offer in a storytelling form. Actually, going back to that, some other things that are great is really doing the posting of your guests. Show the activities that you offer, show the offerings, run specials, people really like personal interactions. So, what was your favorite summer activity? Asking questions. And really, rule of thumb as well, I say, is for every post you make, always make sure that there's a call to action, whether it's listing your website, book us now, or give us a call, or sign up for our email. I'd say every 9 out of 10 posts should have a call to action. Even something like, did you have a great winter? What was your favorite winter activity? The call to action is to tell you and talk to you within the comments. And when you do things like that, make sure to respond to them. Connect with influencers. So brand ambassadors are a very good way to also get your brand known online outside of your already established network. Some samples of influencers that we have in Saskatchewan would be Tourism Saskatchewan, Discover Saskatoon, now Tourism Regina, Saskatchewan Wanderer, The Lost Girl Guides, Rick Mercer, Borders of Adventure, Grassland Tourism Destination Tour Blog, Go World Travel Magazine. I know that there's food reviewers out there. It really depends on the type of tourism operator you are, but there is somebody out there that you can invite out to experience what you have to offer. Have them feature you, whether it be just on their social medias through posting, whether it be a blog on your website or their website, etc. There's many ways to go about it. And this, again, people trust other people's reviews and experiences. So you're offering that to people who have influence and who have a lot of followers online, which is a really great way to get your word out there, your brand out there. So another great way is the coupons, deals, and social offers. I have some examples here for you. So building packages, and I know Tourism Saskatchewan is all about the building experience packages. It helps, it works, and it's a great way for the community to come together, to work together, to get people from out of province as well as in province to experience your region and all there is to offer there. So playing golf, stay with us maybe the Sunday through Thursday, which is, normally maybe a less peak time for you than a weekend. And your golf cart rental is on us. And you don't have to be the golf. Maybe you're a restaurant. Maybe you are an accommodation. So, that could be, bring a family of 6 for dinner Sunday through Thursday, and we'll do 2 golf carts. Get creative with it. Stay and explore. Bring 4 or more people to our adventure center and receive 50% off your next visit. Book your reservation now through April and receive a welcome gift filled with local vendor products and more. All of these are enticing and give somebody a reason to say, oh, that would be great, and book their next either vacation or accommodation or experience with you. Social media gives local businesses the revolutionary opportunity to connect with nearby customers who are ready and willing to make a purchase. If they are on Google, they are looking to spend money. They are looking for a unique experience, a high caliber experience, maybe a budget motel, whatever it is that they're searching for, they're there to book. So it's up to you to have your brand and story and platforms in place for them to do so. So what's the recap? Consumers control all conversations. Business brands are no longer exclusively what they say they are, pardon me. Today's brands are largely defined by their customers. So you do have control of the conversation, but you need your customers' help and you need to ask them for it. Monitoring your reputation isn't enough. You also need to build it. So again, making sure to do those regular postings, making sure that your websites are up to date seasonally, making sure that your TripAdvisor and other business listings are all consistent with the same information as well as updated and relevant. And social media isn't just about followers and likes. It can also be used to generate leads. You can run great ad campaigns through Facebook and Instagram, as well as Google AdWords, conduct customer surveys in order to gain return on investment. So thank you very much for joining me. I hope that there's some questions that I can answer for you. And of course, please leave me a review. You can find me on Google at Main Productions.
Thank you so much, Mandy. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Do we have any questions in the chat? One question that I would probably, or one thing that I would probably ask you to emphasize when you talk about microblogging. If you could shed some more detail on that, that would be awesome.
So microblogging, again, writing a blog normally would pertain to writing at least 3 paragraphs, lots of photos or videos, and posting that on your website, which then from there sharing the link out onto your social medias. Microblogging is actually condensing that story, or maybe your weekly highlights of your business. Maybe you're doing weekly highlight microblogging, which is a paragraph of this week. You know, we had amazing response to our mini golf. And you're putting that not even necessarily on your website, but you're sharing that out through your network online, through your different platforms. Google Business has great places to post. You can do that on your Facebook, your Instagram, etc. Also, feel free in the blog area of your website to be putting those microblogs. They're very beneficial and they do help with your keywords and SEO optimization.
And thank you so much, Mandy. Do we have any more questions to pose to Mandy? I think everything was clear as crystal, and people are definitely.
I do see one here in the chat. Okay. Question. So what are some of the best resources on these topics for additional learning? Really, you know, definitely Googling online reputation management. There are some great, insightful how-to tips, etc., that you can find through YouTube or Google. Definitely reaching out to me. I welcome that. And I can, you know, give you a half an hour free consultation and we can see what your needs are and your questions and really lay out a quick start plan for you, and get you well on your way, and potentially build a partnership from there on your needs. But yeah, definitely going and Googling online. A lot of us businesses will put out, you know, 1-page tips and tricks. I know that Tourism Saskatchewan will be sending one out following these sessions by me that will give you what I presented here today in a beautiful note form for you to follow and learn from and use.